Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome to episode 9 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids, which is of course my the Jeffries United career on Football Manager 2014. In the last episode, unfortunately, we ran out of time, so we couldn't bring you the first league match against Tonbridge, but you'll be pleased to know that that is happening now. So, let's go back. There we go, that's the screen we were on. I'm going to choose the lineup myself, actually. Normally I would let my assistant choose, but because it's a special day, being our first ever professional match, I think I'm going to choose the team myself. So, let's start with the obvious, Quintaka in goal. We'll have Franco Villa at right back. I think... Gareth Jones at left back? Yeah, he looks like a good shout for left back, so we'll have him at left back. Who are my two best defenders? Centre backs. Cartwright is one of them. And either Robinson or Hogan. He's 3.5 star. I think Robinson. So I'll have Cartwright there. We'll have Robinson there, and then we'll go back to this view. We will have... This is where it gets tricky. I do know these players well, but I don't really know them well enough to be able to decide who should be playing and who shouldn't be playing at this early stage. Obviously, as the season goes on, it will become more and more obvious. I think Klopmas will end up being rested for this match. I don't think he's fully fit yet. Grant... Yeah, I'm trying to... Alright, well, let's do centre midfielders first. So, yeah, McConnor, I think, should go on the left side. Although, yeah, we'll have him defend, but we'll have him as a ball-winning midfielder. And then we'll have this guy here as a box-to-box midfielder, who, yeah, he supports, and obviously ball-winning, he defends. So I think we can have... Marcus Frederick. He's not really good enough. Douglas Pringle. Let's try him as the box-to-box midfielder. And then we'll have Bobo through the middle. We'll have Delamond on the right. Beckhold on the left. And I think Keith Wilson up front. We'll try that. It might go horribly wrong. We will try that. And then we'll have a bench of O'Brien, Grant, Frederick, no, McGregor, Marshall, and Drewson. Let's go with that. Yes, that's my first lineup. Right, before we kick off, I should point out a couple of things. First of all, we're in our away kit. That's a bit weird. Well, it's not even our away kit, it's our third kit, which is very weird. Second thing, and I'm definitely emphasising this before we go to kick off, is I have a lot of stat things, I suppose you can call them. I've got the player stats, I've got the match stats, I've got the league table, I've got a radar, I've got match information, and I've got live updates from other matches. And I've tried to position them in a way that they won't interfere so much with the actual visual, so that there's a new feature in this game which I like actually, which is if the ball rolls behind one of these displays, it goes transparent, so you can still see the play, which is cool. But I've lined up the bars on either side of the screen so that the middle of the pitch is viewable. Having said that, I'll show you guys what I mean, because we'll just check what the team talk is. I'm expecting to see much better performances today. Yep. 3 of them motivated, good. Right, let's go to kickoff. So yeah, you can see what I mean here. I've got match stats here, league table, latest event updates, and then I've got team ratings, radar, and match overview. But I've tried to keep them out of the way as best as possible so that it doesn't interfere with viewing. The other thing I'm going to do here is put Huntington's feedback there, so I get to see what he has to say about the match during these little cutscenes. I've got what's it called? Coverage, I suppose you can call it, set to key, or it should be set to key. Let me just check that. Yeah, so we don't get, like, every time the ball goes out for a throw-in or something like that, we only get key incidents throughout the game. Replays are only set to goals, so we should run through these matches quite quickly. That's the plan anyway. Well, you can see we're already 20 minutes in and nothing's happened. We've had 4 shots and 2 on target though, which is pretty good, I suppose. I might change this to extended highlights actually, because, you know, we're nearly, well, we're over halfway through the first half and we haven't seen anything. So let me change this to extended and see if that makes a difference. So I wouldn't mind showing some gameplay, even if we do get through these matches quicker. There we go, we got some action now. So we've got Jones, who throws it to Beckhold. He passes it out wide to Jones again, down the line to Beckhold. That's a good cross in. Oh, Wilson. Douglas Pringle with the volley, and it's just over the bar. Whilst we're watching this view, you may have noticed there's currently a brick wall that goes through the middle of the stand. I'm not sure what that's about. But this is the Stadium No, it's not the Stadium WGC. That's from a completely different series that I never actually broadcast. This is the Jeffries Arena at Goslin Sports Village. That's the one. It's not the nicest looking stadium right now. As I said, it's only got a small capacity. I think I said that in episode 1 or episode 2. It will grow. That's the key thing. It will grow. Got the blue seats to match the colour of our kit, which you can't see at the moment because for some reason we're playing in our 3rd kit. That was there'll be more stand, and it, you know, the whole pitch will eventually get filled out with stands. And, you know, I like that. I like to see that the stadium progress as well as the team, because that's how it goes in real football, isn't it? Stadiums get bigger as the team gets more successful. So what are we in, the 39th minute now technically. We've had 9 shots, 4 on target. They haven't even had 1 shot. 64% possession. We've been all over them. What's that? Villa throws it in towards Wilson. It's headed out, only as far as Cartwright. He lays it off to McConnor. Back to Villa. Now, if I was Villa, I'd have switched it there. Yeah, Douglas Pringle was always going to lose out. Villa got lucky that it's come back to him here though. That's not a bad cross actually. And it falls to Bobo, and yes, 1-0 the Jeffries United. Julio Santos Bobo de Silva. I'm pretty sure he's only 15, if I remember rightly, if I got the date of birth right. That's a really good finish. That's a good ball in from Villa actually. Beckhold was really close to getting it, and then the keeper spills it. Bobo's basically got the whole goal to aim for, and he managed to hit a pretty good volley there. So yeah, I'm happy. We're going in 1-0 up by the looks of it. Maybe for entertainment reasons, I'd have liked to have seen more goals, but to be in a winning position, can't argue with that. So yes, we're ahead and we're looking good value for our lead. Something like that. Second half. Again, I didn't see any fatigue or anything actually. I might, just for the precaution of avoiding a suspension, I might bring on McGregor for McConnor. I will bring on McGregor for McConnor because his actual match rating's not brilliant either. Just to avoid him getting sent off, and you know, he's already on a yellow. I tend to make my midfielders quite fiery, so he was always at risk of getting a second yellow. So yeah, play it safe. Give someone else a chance. Oh, 2-0. Keith Wilson. That was an interesting corner there from Villa. It looked like he'd mishit it. It certainly didn't look deliberate. Sort of scuffed it along the floor a little bit. And then these are the goals. I think if anyone's watched my PES series, you might have heard me talk about corner strategies. This is the one that I used to do a lot. You sort of hit it low to the front post, and you just have someone run onto it and use all the pace on the ball, and they just redirect it. Yeah, that was a really good finish from Wilson. Wilson, I think, is going to be a dark horse this season because he doesn't look like he's going to be a first choice or a goal scorer, but I think he's actually got quite a lot of goals in him, especially with the right service. See Delamont, I think it's the first time we've seen him on the ball. And see there, he put a good cross in, and Wilson was in the right area. He could Could have got ahead on that, maybe. So yeah, we've got Jones who picks it up on this side. We've got very attacking fullbacks as well. That's always something else I like to promote. I just like all my team to attack, basically. Be good at defending, but attack as well. Bobo going to hit it? He is going to hit it. Oh! 3-0. That's a fantastic strike. If his first goal wasn't good, then this one definitely was. So we've had 14 shots, 8 on target. We've scored 3 goals. They've had 1 shot and it wasn't even on target. Wow. 62% possession. 80% pass completion. You've only completed 22% of our crosses, but it doesn't look like Tonbridge have had any crosses because that stat's still blank. So where are we in the league now? We must be top, surely. Yes. We're up there with Whitehawk. But we're above them on goal difference. Actually, Whitehawk, they look like dark horses in this league as well. Again, on my test game that I did before I started recording this one, Whitehawk and Concord Rangers were the 2 teams to look out for. They were rising steadily up the league, keeping very close behind me. Whatever I did, even if I won by 5 goals, they were still not far behind. That was a good ball there from Bobo to Wilson. That's a great finish from Wilson. Interrupting me, though, what I was saying about Drewson. Yes, I've made Drewson very similar to how he was in PES 2013. And yeah, I think you're going to get an idea of what I'd like to use Drewson for when he comes on, and you actually see him on the ball. He is a striker, primarily, but he is also the wide man, which is what he's been brought on in this match for. He's a very offensive sort of... He's an inside forward rather than an actual wide man. He tends to come inside a lot more. He might swap with the cam every now and then. That's how I see him anyway, because that's where I think he'll score most of his goals from. He is right-footed, but he'll be cutting inside from the right-hand side and maybe opening his body up to get the shots away. And obviously if he swaps with the cam, then he'll be on his stronger side anyway. Quintaka got lucky there. That was a bit... should have done better, I think. I think he could have saved that. But then, I mean, I think he's only 15 as well, so... you win matches with kids, but every now and then they'll make a mistake. There you go, he's made up for it. What's he got booked for? Does anyone know what Quintaka got booked for? I didn't see that. Yeah. Maybe because he argued with the ref or something. He could have been booked for dissent or time wasting, something like that. There you go, the ball's at the right end of the field again. That's a good ball from McGregor. Oh, I think that was Wilson with the header. Their keeper managed to get a crossing and hold on to it. Considering it was his mistake that led to our first goal, I think he's relieved to have sort of stemmed the flow. I think this is one of those matches you can't blame the Tonbridge keeper for the scoreline, because when you've had as many shots on target as we have, you're gonna score eventually. Even if you've got Superman in goal, one's bound to get past him. There you go, here's Drewson. He's cutting inside there. He's finding McGregor. Douglas Pringle with a bit of a speculative pass. I think that's the nice way of saying that. Good exchanges of passes though there across the midfield. It allows Bobo that space to have that shot. And again, Chalmers Stevens holds on to it. Do I need to make any more subs? I don't think I do, to be honest. Look at the match ratings of Wilson and Bobo. 9.4 and 9.3. Wilson standing over this free kick here. For some reason kicked it at the back of his own teammate. I don't know why. I'm going to make a sub just for the hell of it, I think, because Beckhold's looking a bit tired. So we'll bring on Marshall for this little bit of injury time. Yes, even if there's time for the substitution, of course. Marshall, I'm looking forward to seeing him play more. He's my type of winger. He likes to get hold of the ball in wide areas. I think he's left-footed. He might be right-footed. But whichever foot he is, he's set to play on both wings, so he can cut inside and have a shot on his stronger foot. He's a flying winger, so he will always look to take his man on down the line. And yeah, he just brings more excitement into the game. It's something that not many of my wingers have the ability to do. So to have at least one of them in your team is always a good idea. So yeah, we're just killing time now, waiting for the match to finish. I mean, obviously we're 4-0 up, so we'd like to keep a clean sheet, but at the same time, we might push for a 5th just for the crowd pleaser. But it's no biggie if we don't get the 5th goal. And there you go, see, full time now. Second half performance was a joy to behold. I'd say it was actually. We scored 3 goals in the second half. For some reason, well, I don't know why Huntington has given that team talk, but he's confused people, and he's confused me. I don't know why he's chosen to say that, but hey ho, we have won by a score. Would I stop yawning? Excuse me. We've won by a score of 4-0, which is a fantastic way to start the season. So I'm going to round this episode off here, guys. That was a sign of things to come. We're going to be seeing plenty of goals as this career goes on. No matter what league we're in, I'm sure we'll find the goals from somewhere. But yep, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon.